This is an overview presentation of the KITE program from Khronos, the Khronos Institute of Training and Education. The KITE program is one of the most important new programs at Khronos, and it is a program to directly support educators. Khronos understands that teaching Khronos APIs is a valuable and vital part of the industry ecosystem. There is no point in creating standards if no one understands how to use them. So the goals of KITE are to create a collaborative working partnership with partners in academia and in the education industry. We want to help educators and help create and catalyze educational courses for Khronos APIs and help educators drive a consistently high quality for Khronos API related courses and qualifications. And as I mentioned earlier, this program is still under construction, so we welcome your honest feedback. So for those of you that are not familiar with Khronos, Khronos is an open standard organization. We are committed to creating royalty-free API standards that are very close to the silicon. We're connecting developers of applications to silicon acceleration, and our functionality is low level. It creates the foundation for many different operating systems, and so our APIs are used in many places in the industry. We have many members. Most of the members are from the industry. We have some universities. We hope that KITE will encourage more educators, universities, and institutes to join Khronos and be involved in creating APIs and the educational materials. This is a chart of the APIs that Khronos is currently driving. We have about 15 different APIs. It includes the OpenGL family for 3D and the OpenCL family for compute, OpenMax for video, OpenSL ES for audio, and other standards too. And I think all of these APIs need proper educational materials and courses. So there's quite a large opportunity for Khronos and educators to work together. The KITE program is split into two. We have an idea to create an open and free community website that anyone can visit at any time without charge. And we want to create a community-based website. So it will be low moderation, fast moving. The idea is to enable open collaboration between educators, industry members, and students. We want to build a forum to cooperatively build open and free courseware using the Open Commons license, and to create an ecosystem hub, which is a place to go if you're trying to learn about any Khronos APIs. You want to know where the SDKs, the tools, example code may be on the web. You can come to the Open KITE site and you'll find lots of useful information. The bubble on the right-hand side is for people who want to get more involved with KITE. It'll be a more formal certification program that will be administered by Khronos, and it will enable educators to become certified, for courseware to be certified, and educators who choose to become certified and engage in the Educator program get significantly more benefits and access to Khronos materials and working groups. The Khronos working groups will be engaging in the Educator program to enable peer review and cooperative creation of courseware and certified educators will be able to administer Khronos exams and grant Khronos qualifications. So let's look at a little more detail at both of those, the two halves of the KITE program. The KITE community website will be split into 4 main sections. We'll provide access to free materials, such as the open courseware under Creative Commons. Khronos will make available all of its reference and presentation materials and Khronos streaming presentations from the events that we run around the world. We want to create this ecosystem hub, a single place that you can guarantee to find the latest links to news, SDKs, tools, sample and example code. We want to have a community section to the website, notice boards, where industry members and students and institutes can find internships, can initiate projects and competitions using Khronos APIs. We can invite students to share their demos, coursework, and projects. We can provide newsletters, reports from industry events, interviews with members of the industry. And finally, we have links to books and paid courseware too. The KITE Open website is already under construction. Khronos is investing in creating this website, and we will bear the cost of supporting and evolving it over time. So for the Educator Certification Program, we will be using the working groups to drive an educator program using the skills and the resources of the members inside the working groups. So this is the standard Khronos process. Any institute or company is welcome to join Khronos. We have an academic member membership level already defined, which is $1,000, enables an accredited academic institution to join Khronos and participate in any of the working groups. And we would encourage any of you to consider doing that even before KITE is ready. The working groups produce specifications, but they also produce conformance tests, which is the basis for the adopters program. So implementers using the specifications can pass the conformance tests and become officially conformant and use the specification trademarks. And the working group also creates reference materials, sample code, reference cards, and that is made available to developers. The Educator Program fits into this structure. So we will be using the working groups inside Khronos to administer the Educator Program, just like we administer the Adopters Program for people implementing the specs. And we will ask the working groups to help contribute to an examination item pool, a list of questions that can be used to construct examinations. And this will be made available to educators that join the program. And educators that become certified can administer Khronos courses and exams and grant Khronos qualifications. So this is the process that we suggest that we will use for the Educator Program. From the Khronos side, we will get the working groups to enable the certification of materials and educators. We will define the criteria for a certified educator. It will be an application form that simply outlines an educator's background, their expertise and experience. We'll also define criteria for certified courseware, some criteria including the content, the quality of the content, and the length. The working groups, using the skills inside the working group, will create this item pool of exam questions to enable the educators to quickly and easily assemble examinations. And the working group finally will define the Khronos qualifications for graduating students. How many questions from the item pool, what level of difficulty, how many questions in an exam to reach a certain level of Khronos certification at the student level. Then an institute or a company that wants to become an official certified Khronos educator can execute the Educator Program agreement. There will be a small fee to cover Khronos program costs, but we will keep that fee as low as possible. It includes an academic membership, if you're not already a member, to enable full working group participation. And that gives you a voice in the working groups. So you'll have a voice in how the criteria for courseware and educators are defined. Once you are a certified educator, you can then begin to apply for certification for individual educators and courseware using the agreed criteria in the working group. And those certified educators and courseware can use the Khronos and KITE logos as an endorsement. And finally, as a certified educator, you will be able to administer Khronos examinations and grant Khronos qualifications. We think the benefits to joining the Educator Program for an educator are quite significant. You'll have access to all of the Khronos confidential materials and the working groups as the specifications are being created. We will provide access not just to the output of the reference materials, such as the man pages or the reference cards. We will provide access to the sources of the reference materials so you can repurpose and reformat them for your own purposes. As you will be a full member of the working group, you'll be able to interact with the industry-leading experts inside the working group who created the specifications to help create and peer review courseware. And you'll be able to network with the Khronos members to discuss industry placements, internships, and other Khronos member-funded student projects. And of course, finally, you'll be able to market on the online listing in KITE as a certified educator, and if you wish to, sell premium courseware on the KITE site too. So we think KITE can be a really positive engine for the industry, good for the academic community and good for the industry. The industry needs great talent with Khronos API skills. We want to help build the workforce that industry needs for tomorrow. We want to help by creating and reviewing high quality courseware and making sure that the up-to-date materials are being used in the training courses. We want to increase the visibility and experience of Khronos APIs in the student body. I think the Khronos industry members will be interested to sponsor internships, project sponsorships, and competitions. So that's a brief overview of KITE. We hope you found that useful. We're really interested in your feedback. Does this structure meet your needs? What's missing? Is there a better way of structuring KITE to meet your needs? Please tell us how else Khronos can help, and thank you for your time.